Greetings, Baldur's Gators, and welcome back to another video. Oh, epic! Okay, so we have made some progress in the game. We have made this much progress. As you can tell, I've really been liking this game. I've been pouring time into it, never to return. My youth bleeding away right before my very eyes, and I couldn't be happier about it. So, I have fucked with a couple of things. I did install one mod. And that mod is a character appearance changer mod because I got pissed that my followers looked not like I wanted them to look. So, my main guy's the same, but Demon Chick here looks like this now. Show you her beautiful face. There it is. Yes. Yeah, the editor doesn't let you, it still doesn't let you do everything that the main character creator does, where you can actually, change specific aspects of the face. But it lets you pick any preset, which is better than a lot of the presets, in my opinion. So that's her. And then Shadow Fart over here, I decided she should be a little more sort of haggard and old, kind of like fucked up by that artifact. So I made her look like this, and then I didn't really change good old, what's his name here? Good old Astarion. He's pretty much the same. As you can see, I didn't really do much to him. I mean, you can just, it's just a couple of little things I wanted to change, but for the most part, he's pretty much the same. I guess I could have gone crazy and done some weird shit, but, vampires, they live for hundreds of years. Who knows what they get into after all that time. But yeah, I kind of liked, I liked old Astarion basically the way he was. Liked him so much I might even romance him in this. Who knows? It's 2024. That means we can do anything. Okay, so we are going to do something that I've been putting off and getting distracted from, which is this quest where you kill the things that this chick was being hunted by, the guys who said they were good guys, and it turns out they weren't. What a twist. So we're going to go kill them all. And then after that, I'm probably going to switch to the druid guy, because I'm not really into having a demon following me around. But straight up, by the way, status update. My guy, in his sleep, killed one of these things that joined our camp, and I didn't know that was a thing when you have the sexual urge, or whatever the fuck this guy has. So that was interesting. Hiding a body from the other people. They didn't find out about it. So that was a thing. So I'm guessing that, I probably don't want to have her too close to me, that maybe there's some bad energy there. I don't know what the deal is with dragons and demons. I mean, were the dragons slaves to the other demons that these demons are fighting? I'm not even complaining that I don't know the lore. I like that. I like that I'm dropped in here and I don't know anything and I have to learn. It's almost like that gives the dialogue actual value. It actually incentivizes you to pay attention to anything, because the game doesn't lore dump on you for 20 minutes at the beginning and ruin every potential surprise immediately before you start even playing. I like that. I like that a lot. Got a nice Dawn Guard banner out here. All right, fuck it. Let's do it. By the way, I also have shut off voices as a kind of experiment, and this guy's going to ruin it. I'm going to try to voice everybody. If that doesn't work out, if it's too much, if it's cringe, then I will just do my own guy, like I have been. Poorly. Haven't been paying much attention to the dialogue.
Don't let her hurt us, please. We just want to go home.
You can drop the act. I know you're servants of Zariel.
Zariel? Certainly not. We serve Tyr, Lord of Justice, as in Tyrael from Diablo 2. You ever heard of it? Please, mercy. We're definitely not lying. Half of us are badly injured and the other half are dead. We thought you were devil, and with your flames you proved us right. But Tyr will not consign us to our death. He's merciful.
Enough of this charade. I know who you really are.
Enough. I'll not play pretend anymore. Karlach, you're going to go home in pieces if needs must, and you'll soon learn what it means to ally yourself with the likes of this garbage. Oh, I'm so much better than her. Avernus was never my home.
Oh, Avernus was never my home. It was my prison. I'm free now. And I'm never going back. Ah!
Ooh, these guys have initiative. Better watch out. Oh, missile snaring. Let's go ahead and snare that. Very cool. So I'm probably missing out on like half a dozen mechanics, and I'm going to probably fight horribly in this, like I did in the last few videos, but you know what? You're just going to have to deal with it, guys. That's just how this playthrough's going to go. I'm not an expert. Like I said, I looked up nothing about this game before playing it. I looked up absolutely nothing, so I'm basically... Can we hit both of these guys? Oh, hell yeah. That's what I'm fucking talking about. I like it so much, let's do it again. Ooh, should we prepare? No, I'm going to try to kill this fuck. There we go. That was pretty effective. Is that going to open me up to... No, I'm going to move around the desk.
If I use the desk as cover, they'll never be able to hit me.
Okay. Oh, can't reach destination. Isn't that nice? Fucking blocked here. Can I kill this fuck? Oh, 84%.
Eat it! Suck a dick!
Then I'll take cover and hide like a bitch. Who's this guy? Oh, Jesus. He's doing the Power Rangers leap into battle. Trying to divinely smite me. You should be using that on the vampire. I have no problem with the vampire. Didn't try to fuck with me specifically, so I don't care. Alright, should we go into epic rage mode? I feel like she'd be pretty enraged. That's pretty lore accurate, so let's go ahead and do that. Very cool. Does that use up an entire action? Okay, no it doesn't. Fuck you, son! That's a pitiful amount of damage. So pitiful, I'm gonna end the turn. And since I already came to this place and robbed them of all the rotting fruit and mushrooms that they had, we have no reason to dilly-dally any longer, and after this, if we can get through this fast, there's some motherfuckers north-west of us that we can deal with as well. So exciting, so much to do in this game, god damn. I really have to say, it's fucking good. I cannot tell a lie, this game kind of slaps. And again, I don't really like anything, so the fact that I like this should tell you something. Now, we do want to... That weapon, that fucking ghost weapon, that shit saved my ass against the giant spider. I would not have been able to kill it if it weren't for that fucking floating guy. He's a real one, that floating dude. Now, what can we fucking use? This character is... The only reason I have her is because she's a healer. That's honestly the only reason. Problem is, half the time she just heals herself. And I just have to carry her, and she dies over and over again like a fucking idiot. Can I summon this inside the house? Where's it going to show up? Not enough space. Alright, we'll put it back here. It's useful to have anyway. Can he attack anything? No, of course. We're all clogged in the fucking doorway here like idiots. You better use a heal. Oh, crap. Alright, well, she's going to die. She always dies. I gave her the best armor I could for her armor class, and she still sucks. The only reason I had her around initially was I was like, oh, the artifact, maybe that will help us. And then I realized, I can just leave her at my camp. Why am I enduring her presence in my party if her healing abilities suck ass? Maybe, you know, again, we're early in the game. Maybe they get better late game. I sure hope they do. I'm just going to go and hide back here. This guy just, he survives by hiding, man, I gotta say. Vampires, you know, you gotta be good at hiding when you're a vampire. It's probably half of what you end up doing. Not a very fun life. Oh, see, she's dead. How could I have predicted that? Also, this guy's a dick. You can suck it, bro. I'm gonna fucking push you away from me. Can I use any items on you? No. You're gonna... This bitch is gonna die, too. Both of these people are getting ejected from my party in favor of tanks. I'm just gonna have 4 fighters that have a ton of health and heavy armor, and I'll just give them all bows for ranged attacks and use, like, throwing bottles of poison. Mages, I cannot fucking stand how weak they are to physical attacks. Because even if you're up against, like, mages in these games, typically, and you just have 4 big, beefy motherfuckers with heavy armor, even with the debuff they usually give them, where they're weak to magic, they're still more survivable than these paper-thin, like, chalk-boned weaklings. I'm sorry, but the fantasy world, with all the magic and all the coolness, most of these games amount to, if you have a lot of health and heavy armor, you will survive more. Like, that's just how it is. At least for me, that's how it's been. Except for this chick. She seems to kind of suck. So I don't really know what to do about that. And also, I'm out of items. Fuck it. She might die. whatever. The glowing axe, honestly, it's a better character than half my party. That glowing axe. Watch it kill this guy. Watch. Oh, can't reach destination. That's cool. Can't revive anyone. All right, maybe the glowing axe is not going to be as useful as I thought. Can it fly somewhere? Cannot find... Okay, this thing can't actually jump. It can just float. All right. That's fair. I'm hamstrung, so that's fun. All right. Can you finish off this fucking guy? You fucking idiot. All right, back to your hiding spot. Fucking... Go pop a squad over there. I'm almost dead. I'm now dead. It's now up to one of my party. This is going worse than I thought. I guess what I should have done was move my fucking characters in. The problem is he didn't give me a fucking chance. I think the problem is we got caught in the doorway. That's really the... Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're basically fucked. I mean, I don't know, man. Astarion's a... He's a real bro. He could end up reviving us. That is possible. Can we move forward in the game? Okay, you know what? This is fucked. Let's just reload. Oh crap! Was that the last autosave? Jesus. All right. Well, I was at a trader like a few minutes ago. I was at the dwarf trader guy or the gnome, just selling crap. And then vampire guy made some random comment and he just went. He like blew a raspberry and I was like, "That's why I love you. That's why I love you, man. Got a sense of humor, and in a dark fantasy hellscape like this, sense of humor. You mean you need it. Keep you alive." Oh, Christ. Okay, yeah, speaking of which, I'm going to have to go back and sell a bunch of crap because I'm over encumbered here. Let's just quickly do that. Do that real quick. Straight up, the reason I didn't record a lot of other videos was because I was doing a bunch of boring crap, and I didn't want these videos to be me doing a bunch of boring crap. That was not what I wanted to do. Because I feel like that's not good content. I have a strange suspicion that sucks. I don't know why, guys. Maybe, maybe I'm so awesome that anything I do is heckin' cool and funny, and everybody would love to see it. But I'm pretty sure that's not the case. Pretty sure I'm human like everybody else, mostly. Alright, we are going to go ahead and quickly sell this junk, because I hate being over-encumbered. So we'll talk to the dwarf guy. We'll see if Astartes, or whatever his name is... I'm just going to call him Astartes because I remember that better than his actual name. He's going to blow some raspberries, and we're all going to have a good hearty belly laugh. Our gut muscles will be exercised. We'll get some endorphins. It'll be a good time. He'll cast Raspberry Laugh on us. That's the spell that he knows. Did I already loot? Okay, thank fuck. I'm not going to be compelled to waste more time doing that. I love how these were all, like, forbidden, and then once these guys left, they just left all this shit here, so you just take it. Got like 500 gold worth of crap out of those chests. Alright, let's talk to Aaron here. I had a gym teacher in high school who looked like this guy, and he was also really short. He was a good teacher, he was a good guy. But he was short. And us kids, us immature little pricks used to make fun of him behind his back. And he probably knew. He probably knew we were. He wasn't an idiot. But I still find that funny to this day. Now, I was going to sell this crap. Because I don't know if we'll ever use these throwing it. We're not going to use the loot, I know that. I need to grab healing potions. And we need to grab these as well. But I also want to sell a bunch of this junk. I want to sell at least this because it's worth a ton. This is not very good, this stuff. I'm keeping this barrel because I'm suspicious that it might be useful for something. But a lot of this stuff just kind of sucks. I've tried using them, and they're just those throwing items are the best ones are the fire ones and I think the acid ones. The poison ones, a lot of stuff is resistant to poison in this. Like a lot of stuff. Those are useful, the animal potions. Okay, that's good. That puts us over a certain threshold, and that gives us healing potions. Yeah, shut up. Okay. Quick rearrangement of items here, and then we'll be good to go. Come on. I'm going to give everybody but the healer one of these. I wonder why I'm doing that. I wonder why the healer wouldn't need a revival scroll. Probably because she would die before she could use it on anyone. And also because she would be the one who needed it in the first place. Christ. I mean, you need a healer in these games. If especially late game, I'm assuming it's just going to become essential to have somebody who can heal. I get it. It's fine. I have nothing against healers as a class. There's always some kind of big autistic thing where it's like, why does everyone just play DPS? Why does no one play healer? You know why? Because there's been one game I've played like this. One. That did healers right. And that game is a game probably none of you have heard of or played, because it kind of sucks. Lord of the Rings Online. No joke. I played that for a while. Good game. Surprisingly faithful to Tolkien's lore. The people who made it actually read all his books instead of just pretending to or saying they did, or not even bothering to pretend. So the game was actually nice. It had some excerpts, and then it had some dialogue and some quest lore that actually felt like it was fleshed out and real. The writing wasn't amazing, but the ideas were good, and the execution was passably, you know, it wasn't cringe. It was actually not bad. But that game had a class called Runekeeper. And the Runekeeper class was a healer / DPS. So it was kind of like a paladin in the sense that it you know, paladins are like buff machines, holy damage, whatever. And they, you know, they have heals, but then they're also like tanks. So they don't have DPS, but they do defense and they do healing. This class was like half mage, half healer. And it was fucking amazing. My ex and I could play that game as a duo. I was a tank and she was a healer. So we couldn't kill things quickly, but we couldn't die. So what we would do is we would go do like content that we weren't supposed to be able to do. Like we'd be like level 70 or whatever, and then we'd go to like a level 50 dungeon, right? And we'd do like level 50 6-man content. Like you were supposed to have a group of 6. And we could do the entire dungeon, including the boss. And it would take us longer, but we could do it. So we got all these rare cosmetics and all this like rare loot and shit that we shouldn't have been able to get because nobody plays that game. So you're waiting in a queue forever. You know, you never have enough people to do old content, especially because everyone's doing the new shit. So you couldn't normally do those. You know, unless we had a group of real people who, and again, nobody played that game, not even our friends. So basically, we had a lot of fun with that. So my point is just, most games, healers are just so fucking weak. And I'm guessing that's not the case in this game. I'm guessing this game is good. I'm guessing it's just me being inexperienced. But I did want to bitch about that because it is a real thing. Like, they nerfed the Runekeeper class at one point in Lotro, and they made it crap. They changed their whole skilling system because they're like, it's not up to date enough. We need skill trees. Everyone's using skill trees right now in 2014 or whatever. But we're using things that people were using in 2008. And we have to update because we have to come up for an excuse to change something because of the engineer's dilemma, which is when you have something that works and you have to change it because you have to change it because it can't just stay the same. It must suck if it's old. It's not like certain things can just work and remain the same because they work. It's like you have to find a reason to fuck something up. Probably because their parent company, Tencent or whatever it was like, you need to change the game because we're not making enough money. And maybe if you change it, we'll make more. And then they fucked it up. So, you know, by doing that, they fucked up the healer class as well. And it was a big shitstorm, and I hate it. So, we're going to go ahead and save here in case we fuck something else up. And then we're going to go ahead and try this again, but not standing in the doorway like morons. Yeah, we've already done this. I'm not going to use insight. Fucking Christ, yeah. We know you're bullshitters, man. Okay. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and react to that. Hell yeah. And then we're going to super run the fuck away to a more tactically advantageous spot. Do I have any cool shit I can use on myself? Not really. Okay, we're just going to... Again, I know I probably don't have... I probably have all the shittiest skills equipped, so I don't know what I'm doing. So it's probably passives I should be using. I'm definitely going to summon one of these guys. We know that's good. He's got all the initiative we need. Ooh, can we silence the guys in there? No. What can we do? More resistant to spell effects. Can I cast that on one of these guys? Okay, you know what I can do? I can cast something on myself. Oh, ward an ally. Can I ward you? No. Can I ward myself? No. Alright, let's just cast resistance on ourselves, at least to make use of the turn. And then we're going to go over y'all. And my guy got renamed, by the way, to the Dark Brotherhood, or whatever the fuck his name is supposed to be. Which was stupid, but it was because I used this mod that lets you edit character appearance, and then I forgot to, like, rename him. Or I just used the mirror for him. The mod really is useful for just companion appearance. That's all it really does. So if we meet that green-nosed chick again, who I also fucked up the encounter with, I knocked her out by mistake, which the game apparently just considers her dead when you do that, apparently. So that was a bit of a bungle, but yeah. So she's not with us, and I probably wouldn't have used her anyway as a party member if she'd joined, but you know, it suffices to say that's why she's not here right now. Now, can we fuck you up? Man, fucking Astartes is gonna, like, single-handedly kill this guy. I'm gonna suck your blood for a minute. And you, my dear, can we fuck around over here? Okay, can we ham you? Why is it that if you're closer to a target, it should be easier to hit them with a ranged weapon, not harder? I know that might be a hot take, but, you know, just my opinion. If you're right next to someone with a ranged weapon, you know, there's not much range to contend with. That's all I'm saying. That's really all I'm saying. Now, we're going to go ahead and teleport, I think. Can we run? Oh, man. Let's go way over here. That's the skill I need to remember I have and use more often so she doesn't die instantly. Now, I think we can prepare ourselves for a nice fat attack. And then we can main hand this motherfucker. Ooh. Very nice. Let's do that again and get rid of this guy, because he's a pain in the ass. Come on. Ooh, suck a dick. Andy's Chocolates has been defeated. They're not as good as Lind, I'm afraid. Alright, let's put ourselves facing this way so we don't get fucked from behind. Now, can we... I just do a fucking normal attack on this guy. I'm not even enraged. You know what? She's got her head on straight. She's calm, cool, and collected. We don't even need the rage. We have a vast and cool intellect, incomprehensible to these plebs. Alright, can we fuck you up? This thing is great. The spiders were attacking it in the spider cave earlier, beneath the blighted village, and it was immune to all their attacks. So what I would do is I'd spawn it right in front of the little spiderlings, the really tiny ones, and it would have like a circle of them all around it hitting it, and then they wouldn't even touch my actual party. It was fucking fantastic. Now I'm like, I think it took me 3 attempts to kill the spider queen. She's kind of a dick. Then I realized you could just, oh, fuck you. How do I not have an advantage? I realized you could just wait till it's on the webs and then break the webs, and it takes 30 damage every time it falls. So I was like, okay, that's how we're going to play this. Okay, let's see if we can... We need to heal ourselves is what we need to do. Amazing, a healer that can heal itself and no one else. Because it needs to, because it sucks. If I had enough followers, I'd probably get some nice juicy hate in the comments for saying shit like this. Hate bait, we'll call it. Alright, now, you've taken more damage than you should have, but we're just going to go ahead and be reckless here and kill this little person here. Ooh, that was gruesome. And we'll just end there. How many more people? There's only one left. Okay, let's float on into here. End our turn. Okay, same thing. I guess I'll hide. You are going to move over here, and you're going to heal yourself again, I think. I've got to fix her situation somehow. I've got to get her better gear or something. Learn how to use her abilities not like an idiot. Okay. Now, these doppelgangers are probably going to be a pain in the ass, but we're going to do our best to deal with them in short time. You'd think this chick would just give up. I just killed your commanding officer and everyone else here. Like, I don't know, man. If your loyalty is now moot, why are you going to give your life away for nothing? I don't know. For an ideal. Ah, yes, ideals. They're so much more important than your life. Values are important, potentially more than your life. Ideals, not so much. Big difference between the two. Very important to distinguish between the two. Between an ideal, or a belief, or a... you know, shit like that. Pick your synonym. And a value. A value is connected to your integrity. An ideology or an ideal is basically a vampire's hypnotic suggestion that you have willingly or unwillingly given into. It's a meme, basically. The old word for meme.
For all you Zoomers out there, back in my day, in the early aughts, we were still using the ancient boomer terms, and memes were called ideologies back then, or they were called trends or phases. There were many different terms that now have all just been replaced by the word meme. It's Orwell's Newspeak in action. A whole bunch of different complex, specific, more nuanced terms have been replaced by one much stupider, more general one. And I wanted to use a poison resist potion, and I can't fucking find where it is. Or a poison cure potion. Did I use them all? Okay, the spider boss used all our poison resist potions, so we're fucked. Oh shit, are you an idiot? High defense. Suck a dick. Oh, Mage Slayer. Fuck you. Oh, I missed? Damn it. Oh, I hit one of her. Okay, well, at least one of them's dead. I mean, I guess she's trying to run. That's fair. That makes sense. Shouldn't have criticized her for earlier for being an ideologue. I mean, again, straight up, that term, like, it's used by pretentious academics who think they're above ideology. But trying to critique ideology is itself an ideology. You're not a genius for recognizing what an ideology is, and that ideologies can be bad. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is personal values that you've come to through personal experience and trial and error and family advice and advice from your friends and from learning from bad experiences are infinitely more useful than some kind of 10 steps to enlightenment guide or religious tenets or, you know, what some guru told you or what some teacher told you. Those types of things can be useful. You shouldn't ignore them, obviously. That's not what I'm saying. Because every time I say one thing, people are like, he must believe in the extreme of that thing. That's how internet discourse works. If you're like, I like apples, someone else will be like, you're racist against oranges? Like, that's how internet discourse works. I do understand that. I'm not such a crusty boomer yet that I don't get that. Anyway, my point is, you know, I'm not trying to say all ideologies are bad. What I'm saying is that ideologies will make people do stupid shit and throw their lives away, whereas personal values that an individual, you know, non-enthralled brain, a real human being with a soul, a mind of their own, autonomy, you know, self-actualization, resilience, those sorts of things. Those types of people are generally more resilient to ideological manipulation. And sometimes that means you have to be a bit of an Aspergerite. You have to be a bit picky. And unfortunately, not a lot of people are picky enough. And the picky people, funnily enough, later in life, we tend to do better. Because we don't fuck our lives up when we're young as much. We can fuck our lives up in other ways.
But because we're picky, we tend to avoid dumb shit, even at the expense of social points or fun or even mental health. You know, our mental health isn't that great, us spurgs. But the thing is, if you're, you know, if you experience a bit of depression and turmoil and sadness and pain when you're very young and you're supposed to be partying, bro, and having fun, then later in life, things get flipped. And the people who partied when they were young, in their late teens to their like late 20s, often their lives collapse into flaming hell pits. And at the same moment, coincidentally, the people who were pickier and didn't fall for shit as much tend to claw their way up out of oblivion and become decent people. I'm not saying we all become geniuses. That's not what I'm saying. You know, it's the whole apple and orange thing again. What I am saying is that if you're experiencing depression because you're picky or you have OCD or you're anxious or you're depressed, it's probably because you're smart enough to see how shit the world is. Or you're just depressed because you have bad habits and a bad diet and you're not getting enough sun. That's the most common cause. But if you fall into that category of sort of doomer internet, you know, loser, don't worry, I'm here too. I'm not saying I'm not one of you, but what I am saying is that I get it. Don't worry, things will improve, is what I'm saying. If you put even a little bit of effort in, you don't have to bust your balls all the time and work yourself to the bone and go insane from overwork. But you do have to be clever about what you do and who your friends are. And if you're clever enough about that stuff, you'll do fine. You know, you're not going to make $1 billion, but you're going to do fine. Whereas the people who are sort of blindly coasting through life as if the entire thing is a party, the party ends, and it ends abruptly, and you wake up in you know, some house that you're sharing with 6 other guys because you can't pay more rent than that, and everybody's in the same boat as you. They're high all the time, they're drunk all the time, they're playing video games as much as I do, which is not a good thing. They have shitty dead-end jobs, they have shitty girlfriends or none, because no girl wants them except a shitty one who's just as lost as they are, and all of a sudden they're 35 and they're like, well, there goes my life, time to lie in front of a train. Like that happens more often than you'd think, and it's not a good thing. It's not that those people deserve it, but it's that that's what will happen to people who fall for ideological meme things. You know, partying is an ideology, it's a lifestyle. Like, I'm a partier, I party every weekend or every other day, I drink at 11 a.m. Like, that's a thing that people do, and they do it like it's nothing. Like, they're like clearly ignoring it. And, you know, it's nerdy, it's dorky, it's cringy to point this out. You know, I sound like a fucking grandpa saying this. It doesn't matter, I don't care. It's true. You know, I stopped caring about how what I say sounds to people a little while ago, and I've never felt better in my life. If someone's offended by what I say, they can blow me. And if you're not offended, if you're interested, come along for the ride. These videos might not be around forever. I may delete them all if and when I get a job and that job finds this channel. Or I'm worried they're going to find it. So hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully I get a job with cool people. That's what I'd like to do. Anyway, let's go ahead and play the actual game.
If any of little Mummy's little friends want to pick up where the others left off, they'll find nothing but a pile of ash.
Easy, Karlak. Those flames are getting big.
Not big enough. Now get out before you get hurt. Now!
She's like, oh god, I'm shitsing. It's this huge, like, nuclear mushroom of fire.
It's like, I didn't realize the flames came from, there.
It's not just my heart that's made of fire, it's everything else.
It's like, that's kind of hot. I'm a dragon, don't worry, I can take it. I can take the heat.
Whoa, she turned into a dragon or something? What is she doing? She up in there busting shit up? Damn, son.
Damn, sister. Damn, sister, you're pisser than you were before.
Okay, so she's having a little feminine moment there. Nothing wrong with that. You know, there's masculine moments. They generally end up about the same. in terms of severity. It's just, different forms of expression, that's all. She's just expressing herself. It's important to do that. You don't do it, you get sort of emotionally constipated and, you get an emotional blockage. That's not good. It's just like having a bowel blockage. It's, in fact, potentially worse. I've been told it's worse than that. Hillary Clinton, she's had both at once. That's very bad. That's why she would have made a terrible president. Okay.
Had to let off a little steam after facing off those
Ignats? I thought she said idiots, and then I was like, oh, she said ingots? And then it's like, okay, Ignats. Third time's the charm, I guess.
Granted, the fire's lasting a little longer than it should. How do I look?
Like you should have melted a long time ago. How can you stand it?
Honey, I could go all night.
Nice.
Engine heats up the whole system, including my bowels. Let's move, okay? I'm running high and in the mood for a fight.
Cool. All right. Very neat. Well, guys, we're going to end this video here because I don't want these videos to all be an hour long. And with a game like this, they easily could be. One of these days, you'll watch a couple 15-minute videos because I know you guys all watch all my videos all the way through because they're just great. They're awesome. And the next video in the series, whatever it is, probably still this, will be suddenly like 14 hours or something insane like that. Anyway, I think we're going to leave Fire Chick back at the camp to cool off for a bit. And we're going to try the werebear guy out because I didn't get much time with him. I killed all the goblin leaders with just these clowns. And mage artifact addict guy. So I haven't really played with her. But she's not great. I already have a melee guy. So I don't really want two melee guys. A healer, a rogue, and a mage, and a melee. That worked out really well. The mage had some healing spells too, and he didn't seem to die as often. Which I do appreciate. It just sucks you have to feed him magical items. I hate that. But, who doesn't love giving free shit to your mooching friends when you're living in a house with 6 people and people keep stealing your weed and your beer?
Is that relatable to you young people with no future?
I hope so. Seriously, guys, though, I do hope you're doing all right. If you're in a bad spot, don't worry. It's temporary. You'll be fine. If you're watching my videos, you're on the right path. Don't worry. That's step 1, is watch my videos. Step 1 to bettering yourself. All right, on that cheery note, ladies and gentlemen and ladies, everybody else watching, thank you for watching. And as always, peace out.